Imagine waking up one morning and every insect on Earth has vanished. No buzzing flies, no ants on the ground, no bees, butterflies, mosquitoes, or beetles. The world feels strangely silent. But within hours, humanity would realize something terrifying. We depend on insects far more than we think. Insects make up over 80% of all animal species on the planet. They pollinate our crops, recycle nutrients, feed millions of animals, and keep ecosystems functioning. So if they suddenly disappeared, the world wouldn't just become quieter, it would start collapsing, fast. Within the first 24 hours, the disappearance might feel like a blessing. No mosquitoes, no cockroaches, no flies, no wasps. But the first real impact hits the food chain immediately. Birds that eat insects, swallows, sparrows, woodpeckers, would starve within days. Frogs, lizards, bats, hedgehogs, shrews, many fish species all rely on insects as their primary food source. Within a week, millions of these animals would begin dying. Next comes the biggest disaster of all, global pollination collapse. About 1/3 of all the food we eat depends directly on insect pollination. Without bees, butterflies, beetles, and many flies, these crops would fail. Apples, oranges, berries, coffee, chocolate, almonds, pumpkins, tomatoes, most nuts and fruits. Within one growing season, supermarket shelves would look empty, prices would skyrocket. Famine would begin in vulnerable regions. Humanity would lose hundreds of billions of dollars in crops every single year. Insects aren't just pollinators, they are Earth's recycling system. They break down dead plants, animals, and waste. Without them, forests and fields would fill with rotting leaves, dead animals, unprocessed organic matter, soil quality would drop, new plants couldn't grow well, and forests would become unhealthy and unstable. Rivers and lakes would suffer too. Many aquatic insects vanish, meaning fish populations crash. This triggers a cascade of extinctions across nearly every ecosystem. Within a few months, famine, economic collapse, and the loss of entire ecosystems would hit humanity hard. Meat and dairy production would fall too, because livestock depend on insect-pollinated plants for feed. Coffee and chocolate would become luxury items or vanish entirely. Many countries would face food shortages. Within a few decades, Earth could lose up to half of all species because insects support almost every food chain humanity would survive. But the world would be poorer, hungrier, unstable, and ecologically damaged beyond repair. Insects may be annoying, creepy, or scary, but without them, life on Earth collapses. They are tiny, but they hold the planet together.